In today's video, I will be running through everything you need to know in order to get the Modern Warfare 2 camos the fastest and easiest way. Hopefully by the time you finish this video, you should know everything you need to when it comes to getting everything done as fast as possible. I always try and make my videos as straight to the point as possible with no BS and fluff. So if you enjoy that kind of style, make sure to subscribe for more, and let's get straight into it. Before I do start though, there are timestamps if you do want to skip forward to any specific part of the video, just so you can save yourself some time. But the first thing we're going to be talking about is the best current way to level up your weapons in Modern Warfare 2, because this is the first thing you're going to need to do for every single weapon. So at the moment, the #1 best way is to load into Kill Confirmed with decoy grenades, the DDoS field upgrade, UAV, counter UAV, and also the advanced UAV. And then you want to go to your kill streaks and you want to actually change these to score streaks, which will be done in the bottom left. You can see which button you need to press on your platform in order to change it to score streaks. So once again, you want to load into Kill Confirmed, use your decoy grenades every single time you spawn, throw them into the middle of the map where you think there are enemies. Every single time an enemy dies near that decoy grenade, you will be getting extra XP for it. And every single time you collect a tag in Kill Confirmed, you'll also be getting XP for that. And also, you'll be getting XP for your DDoS field upgrade whenever you use that. And you'll be getting XP for your UAV, counter UAV, and advanced UAV. So this is the best way right now. Now, one additional tip I have for you guys, this is optional, but this is something that I've been doing a lot, is doing everything with my main weapon. But whenever it comes to picking up tags, I will actually switch to my secondary weapon, and this secondary weapon is usually something like a pistol, a rocket launcher, a knife, or a riot shield. This will basically help you passively level up other weapons that you might not like using that much. It's something I've been doing, and it really does help like so much. So whenever you pick up a tag, I recommend just switching to a weapon that you don't really want to use, and you know, it will passively level it up in the background. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the correct order to do things in. I would strongly recommend doing your knife and your riot shield pretty much as early as possible. The earlier you do these, the easier it's going to be. A couple of months down the line, everyone is going to have everything unlocked and everyone is going to be using the meta attachments, classes, but at the moment, a lot of the players don't have really anything unlocked, so playing against those people now with these weapons are going to be a lot easier than playing with people in the future who have every single good thing unlocked. For the knife and the riot shield, I'd also recommend using this exact class here. You want the riot shield and the knife with a stun. The lethal doesn't matter. The perks are going to be tracker, so you can see the enemy's footprints and sneak up behind them, which is easy kills. Double time, so you can move faster. The next perk should be cold-blooded. There isn't really a good third perk, but this is going to be the best one. And then the final perk is going to be Ghost, so you can stay off the minimap whenever the enemies get a UAV. And then for your field upgrades, I would recommend using Dead Silence, so your footsteps are silent, and a tack insert, so you can spawn behind the enemies. The two best game modes I found to do these in is Ground War, because there's a lot of people and you can place a tack insert in their spawn and basically just creep up behind a lot of enemies. Or free-for-all. Free-for-all is great because there are a lot of enemies as well, and a lot of people on free-for-all are just camping, and it's kind of easy just to get behind them and get a lot of kills. Once your knife and your riot shield are done, you can then move on to whatever else you want to do. It doesn't really matter. However, make sure you do have a rocket launcher as your secondary so you can passively get this done at the same time. A lot of people completely forget about the rocket launcher, and by the time they've done everything else, they will have all the rocket launchers at level 0. Make sure you have a rocket launcher as your secondary, and whenever the enemies call in any kind of streak, you can go ahead and destroy it and passively level it up in the background whilst you are getting your other weapons done. To get easy kills with the rocket launchers, I'd recommend going into Ground War and doing exactly what I do in the video in the background. Hop into the back of a helicopter and shoot down at the people with the rocket launchers. This makes for the easiest kills ever. The next thing we're going to be talking about is some of the basic challenges that I personally wouldn't even recommend trying to do, because these will basically come as you play very easily. So headshots, double kills, and kills from behind, all of these are going to come very easily, and by the time you've done all of the other challenges, these will basically be completed anyway. Some of the more difficult challenges you need to do are going to be long shots. For long shots, if you want to, you could wait for hardcore. However, I would recommend just playing domination and Basically just looking into the enemy spawn, looking over the B flag, and as you can see, these long shots are going to be coming very easily. Some of the other challenges as well are mounted kills and prone kills, and in my opinion the easiest way to get those done are doing them at the same time as the long shot. So whilst you're going for the long shots, you should also be doing your prone kills and your mounted kills as well. This makes it so easy. For some of the weapons, one of the things you need to do are Hipfire kills and Pointblank kills. The way I got this done, the easiest way was loading into free-for-all with some stuns and the tracker perks so you can see the enemy's footprints. Sneak up behind people, and it's pretty simple. Go ahead and also use your stuns so you can stun the enemies and get nice and close, and this should let you get your Hipfires and your Pointblanks pretty easily. I believe you only need about 20 of these as well, so honestly, it should be pretty simple and it shouldn't take you too long. The next thing we'll be talking about is 3 kill streaks. For this, I would recommend using this exact class. A heartbeat sensor so you can see the enemies on the heartbeat sensor, a proximity mine or a claymore, and then for the perks, I would recommend using tracker so you can see the enemy's footprint. I would then recommend using battle hardened so you take less effect to enemies' stuns, because there is a lot of stuns all the time. I would then recommend using the cold-blooded perk. This will basically just take you off of score streaks, etc. And then I'd recommend using ghost so you can stay off the minimap whenever the enemies get a UAV. Make sure to also stick a suppressor on your weapon. It doesn't take you off the minimap when you shoot, but it will make your weapon more quiet so the enemies shouldn't really know exactly where you're shooting from. The next thing I'd recommend doing is using the field upgrade, and the field upgrade is quite important. I'd recommend using dead silence so your footsteps are quiet, or you can use a portable radar. This is going to come in clutch. For your normal weapons such as SMGs, LMGs, assault rifles, shotguns, whatever, you're going to want to load into a free-for-all match and find an area that you can hold down pretty nicely. I would recommend an area that only has about 2 entrances so you can keep your back protected at all times. I would also recommend placing a proximity mine or a claymore in one of the entrances so no one can sneak up behind you when you aren't looking, and this should help you quite a lot. Portable radars are also going to come in clutch because it will show the enemies on the UAV, and it's just going to give away their position and result in some super easy kills. However, if you're trying to do this with a sniper or a marksman rifle, it might be quite difficult to do in free-for-all, so I'd recommend going into ground war instead. Ground war is literally made for snipers. All you need to do is just sit back a little bit and just pick people off, and it will be so easy. There's like 30 people on each team as well, so there's people absolutely everywhere that you can just really easily just pick off at distance. The final challenge you need to do to get the final ORION Camo is basically getting a bunch of kills with each weapon. So for example, if I had the polyatomic camo on the MP5, I would need to use that polyatomic camo and I would need to get 400 kills whilst using it, and that would unlock the mastery camo, which is ORION. The first person in the world to actually get the mastery camo, what they did was free-for-all. Free-for-all is a great method for this because obviously you can get a lot of kills very quickly because it's everyone against everyone. It usually puts you on quite small maps, and this will definitely be a very quick method. However, one thing you could also do is wait for shipment. Shipment is going to be a really good method for this once it finally gets added to the game. So it's up to you what you want to do. Personally, I'm going to probably wait for a small map playlist to come out, such as Shipment 24/7 or whatever they add, and I'll probably do it in that because it will just be a lot quicker, but that's just me. Anyway, that is it for the video. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.